Full time down in Brighton. Arsenal lose again, 2-1 this time. 4 defeats in a row. I think it's 8 defeats in this calendar year, and we're in March. We're in the midst of a truly diabolical run. It really does feel like everything is falling apart. And it's AC Milan away next week, who might just be the form side in Europe, certainly in Italy at the moment. It's difficult to find words, really, find original words, find a new slant on this. Because we've been watching this team play like this, it feels like for a few years, but particularly this season for a few months now. I fear that our Premier League campaign might begin to disintegrate. I mean, you'll be interested to know, officially out of the title race as of today. We're not officially out of the race for the top 4, but we are in every other respect. There's absolutely no way of us making the Champions League that way. I actually think there's a genuine chance that Burnley could catch us for 6th place. That would be quite extraordinary, but I think it's plausible the way that we're playing at the moment. And yes, with that, and with the league not being particularly consequential anymore, there was always a risk that it would, peter out. And Arsene Wenger made some changes to his team today. He left out Aaron Ramsey, he left out Danny Welbeck, left out Hector Bellerin as well. That was with AC Milan in mind. However, the team he put out was certainly good enough to beat a Brighton side who've been battered at home by the rest of the big teams and who have a very poor record competing against the sides who play in Europe. They've also got a very poor record, though, scoring from set pieces, and we allowed them to do that. They've also got a very poor record at keeping a clean sheet in the final 15 minutes of games, and we allowed them to do that. So they must have been delighted to play us today, and for us to be the team that they beat to probably secure their safety. Credit to them. They had a very good first half. It was 2-1 at half time. To be honest, we're lucky in some respects it wasn't 4-0. Aubameyang scored from a clever Xhaka pass and a neat finish too, outside of the boot. We didn't really create much else of any note. We started all right for 5 minutes, and then things just started to go awry. And we could have conceded more. Petr Cech was poor on both goals, I think he would have to admit, but he did make a few decent saves in that half that stopped it becoming embarrassing and killing the game, really. And in the second half, we were better. But I think the momentum that we were building was taken out of the game when Kolasinac took out their right back with a shoulder to the head. I actually thought he was lucky to stay on the pitch, Kolasinac. He'd already been booked, and if that's not reckless, what happened with him, I don't know what is. So yeah, we could have been down to 10 men. We weren't. I actually thought the official was quite kind to us. There's some very close offside calls that went in our favour. But the performance just wasn't there from the vast majority of the players. And I think they know the game is up for the manager. It's just a matter of time now. Surely it's just a matter of time. You're not going to change it right now. You're not going to change it on the eve of a game like Milan. But I think if that game goes particularly badly, they've got to look at either making a change or making an announcement about a forthcoming change. Because otherwise, the next few months are going to be so difficult and so bad that it's going to really hurt. It's going to really hurt the club. So let's hope. Well, let's hope we do win in Milan. I mean, as difficult as it all is, and as much as part of me feels on some level this might have to all blow up before it gets better, I do hope we can beat Milan, because I still want Arsene Wenger to have that glorious send-off in Lyon. It feels so unlikely, though, watching them play like this. So unlikely. Anyway, we'll see what happens on Thursday. Cheers, guys. Thanks for sticking with it. It's hard at the moment.